The limpkin's name derives from its jerky gait as it prowls its marshy habitat, hunting for the freshwater snails that provide its main food. But as the limpkin does not always limp, as Audubon noticed, its feet are so broad that it can walk easily in mud and even on the leaves of aquatic plants. About 4 feet tall, the regal great blue heron is one of the largest wading birds in North America. It spends its entire life in Florida, building what amounts to be a permanent home in its nesting areas near Everglades waterways. It will occupy the same bowl-shaped nest of sticks and grass year after year, renovating and adding to it with each passing season. The mating season plumage of the common egret, 50 delicate long-white egrets that grow between its shoulder bones and extend beyond its tail, was kneeling and undoing in the 19th century heyday of feather-decorated millinery. Now multiplying in many parts of Florida, this most beautiful of the herons has become a remarkably friendly, easily approached bird. Here's the common egret, and this is the blue heron. Slush pines, which are locally known as Dade County pines, stand among bushy neighbors of saw palmetto, burn-resistant because of their moist bark. The pines and palmettos are sturdy and thriving, despite charring a ground fire. Occasional limited fire actually helps the pineland, killing the seedlings of competing in the hardwoods that move in from nearby hammocks. Oh, these barks look withered. Exquisitely varied in their banded color patterns, 6 tree snails of the species Lingus faxus browse on the microscopic fungi and algae that grow on the bark of the hardwood trees in their homes in the Everglades hammocks. The 2-inch long snails owe their great range of coloration to long-time isolation. The treeless wetlands around the hammocks restrict the tree snail populations to their own native habitats. After innumerable generations of inbreeding, the snails in some hammocks have evolved into local subspecies. 52 color variants have been found, and others may exist in unexplored hammocks. Black and yellow, white, brown and yellow shell, yellow, pink and black, and black, blue, and white. Sawgrass buttonwoods and background paradise key. Sawgrass in bloom. Duckweed afloat in a solution hole. An unripe custard apple. A shy box turtle. A lush growth of ferns. Sunstruck gumbo limbo bark. A strangler fig and its fallen host. Buttonwood, wax myrtle, wild coffee, satin leaf. A mature tropical hardwood forest. A golden orb weaver and her prey. A lubber grasshopper. Cornleaf tripsacum near a lichen splotched tree. A young giant wild pine and rare decoration fern growing on a live oak. A stuff-leaved wild pine. A green darn-eared dragonfly. A rain frog. Saw palmetto fans. A rain-bejeweled tree snail. A little blue heron on the hunt. Water shield pads after a rain. The view from the edge of the hammock. The air-absorbing roots of a black mangrove rise from the water in dense array. Condymontothores, these old structures, about half an inch thick, grow up from the plant's submerged lateral roots and supply the tree with enough oxygen to prevent it from drowning in seawater or smothering in mud. The leafy shoot at the center is an encroaching red mangrove. Look at all these trees. And see the sprouts sprouting up?